I think you're gonna love this little chick. So I started painting it this mustard color, and I went ahead, I painted the front of it. So there's actually three pieces for the body. So I painted the entire front. And then for the other two pieces, instead of doing the entire paint like in the middle and everything, I just did the edges just in case if I glued it funky, then you wouldn't see it, right? So did all that, and then we come down to the little eggshell. I painted that with sheepskin, which I'm going to show you, by Home Decor Folk Art chalk paint. So painted that with the white, and then we get to the little feet and the beak. I ended up using this orange Posca pen for those. It made it much easier than getting a whole makeup sponge dirty just for these three little pieces. So just colored those in real quick. And then we get to the distressing. I wanted to distress the egg just a little bit just so that it didn't look so fresh. So I just used my distressing ink and my little finger thing. I don't even know what to call that, but use that, added a little bit to it just to make it look a little bit dirty so that it's not so perfectly white. Just put that all over, and I made sure I got the edges of where the egg is cracked really well. So then we start to put it all together. So I'm just going to use hot glue. This is not going to go outside or anything. This is just a shelf sitter. So going to use hot glue, put that together, make sure that it's all lined up, just like grabbing it along the edges with my fingers to make sure it's perfectly aligned. So that first piece goes on the back, and then again, the next piece right on the back there. So it's actually 3 layers deep. We are still going to use a stand on this one. I'll show you how to put that together here in just a second. So then for the eggshell, just glue that right on. Everything's just with hot glue on this project. Nothing to it. And then I did want to dot the eyes with a black Posca pen, so I just used that to make sure that the eyes are there. This one does have some scoring for the nose and the eyes so that you can see where they go. So go ahead and glue that nose on right where the scoring is. And then onto the feet. I did grab this little white Posca pen here and added some detail. Just, I love these little lines. I don't know. I I like adding them to all my projects. It's something that you can do if you want to. I think it just adds a little something extra to it. So added those on there. And then I've got these two pieces for the stand. One's this little rectangle, and then the other is the quarter moon. So just going to glue that right on. Now I didn't put it all the way to the bottom of the project. You want to have the opening down towards the bottom. Go ahead and add some glue there, and then stick that little quarter moon in there with the flat side down. And then you'll be able to see it will stand up on its own. And I think this project turned out pretty cute. Let me know what y'all think.